Hello friends, welcome to your own YouTube channel, Achievers Data Engineering. My name is Gyanendra and this is part 9 of Power BI Beginner to Pro Crash Course tutorial series. In this video, we are going to talk about one of the important concepts in Power BI, which is merge queries. Now, what is merge queries and how should we do that? Let's talk about in details. So without any further ado, let's get started. All right, guys. So now we are into this Power BI report and let's go to Power Query Editor. Now, once we are into Power Query Editor, if you go on Home ribbon and if we see over here, we will find an option that says Merge Queries. Now, what is actually Merge Queries? Merge queries is nothing but joining two or more tables based on matching fields or matching columns in both the tables. So it is actually the joins that we do in SQL. Now it's just a different name over here in Power BI where what we say is merge queries. So in order to proceed with merge queries, first of all, we should have a relationship established between each tables that we have. All right. So first of all, let's take a look on the relationship. So in order to do that, we need to go on to the model view of this Power BI report. Now you would notice we have three tables over here. Now two of them are connected, but one is not. So let me just go ahead and drag the order ID, which is the primary key or a matching field between both the tables. And we can apply a join over here, right? Now, there are in our previous videos, we have discussed in great details how to create relationships and how to edit them and some other properties. So I would highly recommend you to go ahead and watch that. I'll mention the link in the description. All right, so now once we have a relationship established between all these three tables, we can go ahead and start working on merging queries. So let's go on to the transform data again. All right, guys, so now we are into this Power Query Editor window, and because we have already created and established the relationship, we can go ahead and join the tables which we have in our data model. So let's see first of all what we want to find out with help of merging queries or joining tables. So let's see, we have this orders table and we have a returns table. Now in returns table, we have order IDs and it says in status whether order was returned or not. Now I want to see the order detail of each order that was returned. All right, so in that situation, I can merge or I can join these two tables, returns and orders, and the matching field that we have is order ID. All right, so let's do that. Now, one thing is to notice, once you will click on this drop down in merge queries, you will get to see two options. The first one says merge queries and the another one is merge queries as a new. Now, in case of doing merge queries, whatever changes that we will be doing over here will be listed within this table and new steps will be added within like the part of this orders table. All right, whereas if I'll go ahead and click on merge queries as a new, whatever changes we will be doing, whatever like new table will be created after joining these two tables would be added as a new table. All right, so for the sake of simplicity, let's continue with merge queries as a new. And you would notice first of all the orders table is selected. If we want, we can switch between available tables. Now let's go ahead and select the returns table. Now we need to specify which is the what is the matching field. So in our case it would be order ID and order ID over here. All right, now before I go ahead and click on OK, what we need to specify is which kind of join we want to apply between these two tables. All right, so if you will take a look on this drop down in Power BI, there are 6 kind of joins available. So if you have worked on like in SQL in past, there are only 4 types of join by default. So left outer join, right outer join, full outer join, inner join, right? But in Power BI, there are 2 separate joins, which is left anti-join and right anti-join. All right, so let's talk about each of the join kind one by one. All right, so for that, let me take you on to the official document by Microsoft so that we can, kind of discuss it in the great details. All right, so first of join kind is the left outer join, or we can call it just the left join. So as the name suggests, it actually bring all the values from the left table and only matching rows from the right table. Now you would you must be confused, what does it mean left or right? So in case of Power BI, whatever table we have selected on the top, it would be on the left side, and whatever table we have selected in the bottom would be on the right side. Now based on this configuration window, we can select two tables at a single point of time. So first one is going to be the left and the second one is going to be the right one. All right, so coming back to the documentation, as you can see in this screenshot in this particular diagram, it is bringing all the data from the left table and only matching rows from the right table. So based on the data available over here, if you can see, it is joining based on country ID and the ID over here, and there is 2 which is missing in the left table. So what Power BI will do, it will bring all the records which are matching from both the tables and skip 2, right? So in the output there is no 2. All right, continuing with the same, let's talk about right outer join. So right outer join is just opposite to the left outer join. What it does, it actually bring all the data from right table and only matching rows from the left table. So in this case, we have only 3, like a single row available in the right table, whereas we have a couple of rows in the left table, but only 1 matching rows, which is 3, is being retrieved in the output. All right, now what does a full outer join does? As the name suggests, it actually retrieves all the data from both the tables, and whenever there is non-matching rows, or when the data is not matching, it will populate with the null. Null is it's not a blank, it's nothing, right? So in that situation, you can see it's 1 1 3 2 and 1 2 3 4, right? So it is kind of bringing all the data, but in case of Spain and ID4, there was no matching details in the left table. That's why it has just populated null in reference to matching rows for Spain. All right, now if we talk about the inner join, which is most common join that we apply, it actually brings only the matching rows from both the tables. So as you can see in this diagram, it is only bringing the matching rows from both the tables. And let's consider this example. We have 1 1 3 2, and in the right table we have 3 and 4. So the only matching rows is 3 that is being retrieved in the output. All right, now let's talk about these left anti-join and right anti-join. So it is also frequently asked interview questions, so make sure that you understand it properly, because it is a new kind of join which is not available in the SQL. It's only available in the Power BI. So what it does, it actually brings only the matching rows, non-matching rows from the left. So let's think of an example. Here is 1 1 3 2, and here is 3 and 4. All right, so 3 is actually matching, but in case of 1 and 2, it is not there. So whatever data which is available in left table but which is not available in right table will be brought in the output. Okay, so as you can see here, only thing which is available in the left table and it's not matching at all from the right table will be the output. Okay, now similar to left anti-join, right anti-join is just opposite. So it will bring all the data from right table which is not matching from the left table. All right, so I hope it is clear to you what are the different kind of joins available. So in this case, we are applying the left outer join. Instead, we can switch to inner join so that we will only get the matching records, and we will get to know all the order ID details where there was yes, right? So if I go ahead and hit on OK, as we had selected merge queries as a new option, it has created a new table and named it as merge1. I can maybe rename it as merge results. Now over here, we have got all the columns from the orders details, orders table, Along with that, we have like got a new column with this kind of arrows over here. Now let's talk about it. All right, so whenever actually we join two tables in the Power BI, instead of directly displaying all the columns from both the tables, what it does, it shows all the columns from the left table, and for it gives an option that we can go ahead and select which columns do we want from the right table. So instead of directly showing all the data, it shows this kind of hierarchy over here. And if we want to see any specific value, let's say I want to see whether it was returned or not for this particular ID, then what I can do, I can click on this table link and it will return me the results whether it was returned or not. Okay, but what we actually want yes or no, whether it is yes or no. So in this case, what we can do, we can just click on this icon and it will show us all the columns available in the returns table. So in this case, there were only two. And what we are concerned about, only the return column, because selecting an order ID column again would be a duplicate column in the table that we don't want. So let's uncheck the order ID. Now there is one more checkbox that says use original column name as prefix. So what actually it will do, if I just hit OK, then it will add on the column, like add on the table name before the column name. So it was our table's name returns. So it says returns dot return, which was our column name. So if we don't want that, we can maybe click on this gear icon again and delete this return from here. Or in otherwise, we would have like unchecked that option from there. Okay, so now we have got that yes column over here. So because we had only yes, not the no, because in case of there was no return, there was not no, right? Only we have yes in case there was return. So in this case, we have got the details, like order details of all the orders which were returned. All right. So I hope it has given you clear understanding what is joins and how we can apply these merge queries in Power BI. So if you have any question at this point of time, please do let me know in the comments. I would love to answer that. And as of now, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel to stay up to date on any latest video that I upload. Thank you for watching. Keep learning. Have a great day.